Good morning, Cardinal Nation, and thank you for joining us for this edition of the Cardinal Beat podcast. With us today is SGA Student Body President, Miss Chelsey Ward. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Pleasure to be here.
You are a senior, and tell us a little bit about yourself, your background. Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Dawson, PA. It's about 45 minutes south of Pittsburgh, about an hour and a half from here. I'm a biology major, which not here anymore, but I'm still living, so it's okay.
Tell us why you decided to stay.
Whenever all the changes happened, I was already almost at 120 credits, and I was ready to graduate. I could have transferred out and went back to being a sophomore, but it literally broke my heart thinking that I had to leave this place. So I was between, do I leave, do I stay? My credits were like, you have to stay, basically. And then everybody else was like, you should leave, you should go somewhere else because everything that's happening. And I was like, I can't leave this place. This place is my home, and these people are my family. These past 4 years have been absolutely wonderful, and I honestly couldn't take anything back or even go anywhere else or think about going anywhere else.
That's really special.
I have 2 semesters left. I'm just finishing up some things. We're working with the higher ed and people on the board and such of my teach-out plan, and so we're working with that to get everybody out in my class, because I think the biology majors, I think there's only like 6 of us left. So we're all like ready to graduate, and we're like, yay, let's go, get out of here.
Naturally.
Yes.
I felt the same way, trust me. So what initially drew you from south of Pittsburgh to Wheeling, West Virginia?
Well, I came to visit, and this was my first place that I came. And it was over fall break, so somebody in admissions gave me a tour instead of a student. But even though there were no students on campus, I just had a feeling that this place is where I was meant to be. I viewed so many other schools, and I fought and fought and fought to come to this place. My parents wanted me to stay home and be a commuter student at Pitt Greensburg, but I knew that there was some reason that I had to come here.
Wow.
And I'm happy that I did.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I really am.
It was like a calling almost, it sounds like. I hear that a lot, I really do, from other students. They say this was, their first school that they visited, and there was just something that just drew them in, and they couldn't deny it, and they were so glad that they made the decision. So it's funny that you're not alone. I've heard that several times.
I moved in, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. I was like, bye guys.
Oh, wow.
And we went on Connections, which was a retreat for the freshmen coming in, and it was like 3 days long, and we went and we camped, we did whitewater rafting, and some of those people that I went on Connections with are my best friends now. Wow. And they're still here because we all like kind of were together and we stayed.
And you bonded. Yeah. That's unique, and I don't think other schools do that. So I think that really does set us apart from other institutions. There have been changes recently, like we just said, and you being the SGA Student Body President, what do you gather from the students on campus of their feeling of where we're going in the future, what the direction is? What's the feel that you get?
Last year, if you would have been here on campus, our morale was pretty low. We didn't know where we were going, what we were doing. It was just so many questions up in the air. But I think from over the summer, we've gotten more clarity. We have gotten a more stable environment, and people have come back with more of a positive attitude. And I'm happy to say that we are moving forward. We have had so many people sign up for student government this past year than we have had in my total 4 years here. So I'm extremely excited because the freshmen want to get involved, the younger kids just want to do things. So I think the main thing is our class is setting the tone for the rest of the university, and we are doing a great job at it right now because we are being real leaders and showing the rest of the school that, hey, we've been through it, we're still here, and we are trying to make it the best that we can. So I think that is helping the freshmen and ease their minds a little bit.
And motivating, probably.
Yes, for sure. And if once they get involved, we're fine.
So what are some of the activities that you have planned with student government coming up? What can the students look forward to?
We're planning all of homecoming week. Ooh. So we have week-long social media contests. We have food trucks coming. We're planning a dance, a tailgate, and even the parade.
Oh, I didn't know about a parade.
Yes. It's going to be our first one in my time here, so we're going to hope to pull it off.
I'm sure you will. That's really exciting. Yes. It feels like it's almost a new era, that something clicked over the summer. I've heard that a lot, and it just seems like everyone is moving on into this new vision, new direction, and it's all positive. So it's a really good place to be right now. It's exciting to be a part of, I think.
It is.
What do you think sets us apart from other institutions? If there's a student, a high school student, looking at different colleges and universities to attend next year, what do you think sets us apart from all other institutions? What did you see initially?
Well, I came from a very, very, very small school. I graduated with 26 kids.
Oh my goodness, you are not kidding.
So when I came here, I was kind of a little hesitant. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so big. College is new, different. People just opened their arms and welcomed me. And like I said previously, that this place is my home and these people are my family, it really has been that. These people are my family. We have a little family here. And you will gather that sense from the students all around. Even a freshman walking on campus, the upperclassmen welcome them, their professors welcome them. You really become so close-knit, and I think that is really what sets us apart. Not only do your professors know you in class, they get to know you outside of class. They know that you are this person from here and you love these things. And some of the professors even have come out to their sporting events, and we really support each other here. And so even though you're leaving your home, you're coming to a home away from home. So it's really an easy transition. For me it was, at least, because I was so welcomed. It was so easy.
That does seem like it would be a very unique situation, especially when you're so young, and if you do come from a smaller area, it seems like it would be a real smooth transition. I came from a very small school as well, but you've got me beat. I graduated with 98.
Oh my gosh.
26? That's small.
13 girls and 13 guys.
Another reason we were discussing that you had decided to come here had to do with the Jesuit background. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that and what that means to you and how that mission continues on today and will into the future?
Well, when I got here, I didn't know really anything about the Jesuits. I'm Catholic and I went to a Catholic private school, but I didn't even know Jesuits existed. So when I got here, they were just so welcoming, and they helped even kids that were international, kids that were from different religions and backgrounds, come together. The retreats I went to Connections, which was when I was a freshman. I didn't go on freshman overnight because I just kept saying no. But I wish that I would have, because I went back and led it last year, and it was a really rewarding experience. I have been on Kairos, which is a Jesuit, purely Jesuit retreat. So with that, there's different aspects of it. It's a weekend long. You just go and you leave campus. And the first one that I went on was when I was a sophomore. And I have been saying for this, I said my first one saved me, and then when I led in the spring, my second one gave me my life back. So there have been ups and downs through school, but definitely the Jesuit presence, the Jesuit mission. I've been an Arupe scholar since I've been a sophomore, So we focus on service and helping the community. So we definitely have a very, very, very big presence. And even though my class is the last Arupe class, because the program was unfortunately dismissed from the university, I hope that it comes back because it was a great experience. Every year we would go on a mission trip. And so the first year is Wheeling. The second year is Mingo County, West Virginia. And the third year is Louisville, Kentucky. And the fourth year is El Salvador. So we were supposed to be going to El Salvador this year, but I'm not sure what is going to happen yet. Since we are still here, I think they plan on trying to help us go. If the society does decide to come back with the university, I think it'd be great to bring the Arupes back first, along with the Jesuits. Even though there are a few on campus, which we love Father Hottie and Father Rich, but we need more.
Right. And do you think that with us still having that strong Catholic identity and being the only Catholic institution in the state of West Virginia, do you feel that students that have stayed or come here look to that still along with the Jesuit presence here on campus?
I think it's a great thing for West Virginia having us here. Yes, we are the only private Catholic university in West Virginia, but it's another thing that sets us apart. It really does. It shows in the community because we have helped so much. It's a different type of university, for sure. I mean, West Virginia University, you have your football and you have your big presence with like WVU medicine and everything, but here we're a little bit in the back burner. We're not known as much, but our community knows us. Our community looks to us all the time. So I think Wheeling definitely has grown a lot from this university, and we depend upon each other a lot.
Thank you so much for joining us. I understand a life of a student is very busy, and I'm sure our viewers really appreciate getting a little bit of insight on student life here on campus.
It was my pleasure being here with you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you for joining us. We'll be back here next week with the head soccer coach, Jimmy Regan. Go Cards.